Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to you all. We are so excited to have you with all for session 4 of Ignite Talks Phase 2, a unique and practical learning journey for young people preparing to enter or grow within the professional world. This program is designed to offer a life-changing opportunity for youth across regions who are seeking employment in the development or in corporate sectors. Whether you are just starting out or looking out to enhance your career readiness, Ignite Talk Phase 2 is for you. Throughout 9-week program, we are exploring essential topics including CV writing, LinkedIn profile development, digital communication, using AI for job seeking, soft skills, personal branding, and more. And as the highlight, you will get a chance to go through a real interview process in sector relevant to your interest with access to potential job opportunities throughout our partnership networks. For the participants, here are a few reminders before we begin. You must attend at least 80% of each sessions to be eligible for the certificate criteria, and attendance is tracked through your completion of feedback forms after each session. And the Zoom links are sent out daily for you in the WhatsApp group for the registered participants and in the Zoom name. Please make sure your name is include your full name and your country. And our today's topic is time management and study life balance. Between classes, projects, personal responsibilities, and possibly even part time work, we know how tough it can be to manage time effectively. This session will guide you through practical strategies to stay organized, reduce stress, and create a meaningful balance between your studies and your personal life, all while building habits for long term success. And we are delighted to welcome Miss Mariana Mitrovic as today's facilitator. Miss Mariana is a fundraising manager as WAGGS and serves as a member of IYAP's Advisory Committee for Partnership Development and Fundraising. With academic qualifications in French, politics, and geopolitics from Serbia and MIT, she brings vast experience in youth empowerment, strategic partnerships, and peace building work. Her global perspective and passion for youth-led change have made her for a strong advocate for creating inclusive, impactful programs like this, and we are honored to have her to lead this session. To get things started, drop one word in the Zoom chat that describes how you're feeling right now. And let's give a big virtual welcome to Miss Mariana. Over to you, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. I am really excited to be here today with you. I hope you will have a great time. I hope you will learn something and that you will be able not only to have it in the theory, but also that you will be able to put this into practice after this webinar is done. To make things a little bit easier for you, we will share the slides so that you can follow. And of course, if you have questions, please feel free to raise your hand or send emoji or unmute yourself. And if I don't see, because I have my presentation also here, if I don't see you as a reminder, please help me to collect the questions so we can answer everybody. So let's start. As you know, the topic today is the time management and study life balance or work life balance, depends on where you are currently in your life. So whether you are in school, at university, or preparing for exams, we all know that managing time and your energy, which is more important, can be really overwhelming. So I hope by the end of this session, you'll walk away with the practical strategies to boost your focus, to reduce stress, and to enjoy your life as a student a little bit more. So let's start with the slides. Next slide, please. Let's say the next slide is why are we busy? I cannot see it. Next slide. Yes, that's right. So it says, why are we so busy? We all say, I don't have time. I don't have this time. So I know I do a lot. I use this question, but I use this phrase, but I'm not alone. I know that there is a lot of going on in all our lives. You as students, you juggle classes, assignments, friends, family. That's all important. Some of you may even have part-time jobs, but the thing is, it's not just having more time because we all have 24 hours a day. It's how we use it. And today we are here to learn how to use it more wisely. Let's go to the next slide, please. So the cost of the poor time management. Without you having a good time management skills, you only build up the stress. And when you build up the stress, you keep missing your deadlines, you don't sleep, you feel anxious most of all, and your health takes a hit sometimes. And then it becomes a vicious circle. So today we are trying to help you to break that cycle, and we will share with you during the webinar and after the webinar some simple but effective tools. How can you manage your time a little bit better? Next slide, please. So what you are going to learn today, what are we going to explore here? It is to clarify what is eating up your time, how to set up powerful priorities for you, what is the time blocking for you as a student, and you will study techniques that actually work. So how to build a sustainable balance between school or university and life, and that you will get the tools that will help you organize a little bit more. Next slide, please. So yeah, common time wasters. I think we've all been there. So to be honest, even me, and I can imagine you as much younger people. So what is eating our time the most? Let's get honest. That's scrolling through social media. Even me, I'm like answering the emails, and I just say, oh, let's just scroll 5 minutes to see is there something important going on. Sometimes we are following in social media not just for fun, but also there are, for example, in my country there are protests going on. I want to see 5 minutes, is there some news or whatever, and then I end up turning 5 minutes into 1 hour, and yeah, all my time is gone, and then I don't have a focus. So I guess we've all done it in the past. We are still all doing it. So I want you here today to identify what are your biggest time wasters, if it's not social media, what it is, and to learn how to cut them down, but without cutting out all the fun. So that's not what we are going to do. We want to learn balance, not just to use time to work or to study, but also to use it for fun. And then how can we find this balance between these two? Next slide, please. Yeah, so I want you to grab a piece of paper or open up your applications where you write, and then I'll give you 5 minutes now to write down how you spent your day yesterday. So I want you to write down how you spent your day yesterday, hour by hour. And this technique is called time audit. So you are reviewing your day to see where did the time go, and then some of you might get surprised. What did you do actually? You don't think about it a lot, or some of you do know how to do it. So let's have let's say 4 or 5 minutes to write this down, and then we can move on and continue with this webinar. And if you are ready to share, after you are not obliged to share, but if you want to share, please raise your hand, so we can identify how you spent. So 5 minutes, and then we are back. So I will repeat the task. you have to write down how did you spend your day yesterday, hour by hour. One more minute. Okay, I think we can continue. It's okay if you haven't filled in all the time that you have spent, all the activities that you had yesterday. If anyone wants to share, can you please unmute yourself or raise your hand? Zumaira, can you please help me if you see any hands?
There was a message in the chat box. He replied to our activity. It's from Mr. Umar Farooq Zahar from Afghanistan. I had my time yesterday. First of all, at 8 o'clock, I went to my office at Hudatu. I have to complete my office task till 4 o'clock. And after I came to home and spent 1 hour with my family, and then I went to bed for the sleeping.
Okay.
And there's another reply from another person. It's from Samiullah Sahar Bellman. As I'm on the leave for 2 days from my job to take rest at home because I had a very busy month. I will share my yesterday as I woke up around 9:30 and took a shower, then had my breakfast. It took just 10 to 15 minutes. Then we had guests for lunch. I was waiting for them to come. They came at 12 o'clock. I sat with them till 2 o'clock. Then I went to a nap for about an hour, and then I met a friend of mine who I wanted to sit with and have some quality time and share our activities from and talked about our plans for the future. I spent about 3 hours with him, and then I come back at home and talk to my mom about my future plan, which is master's degree, and then I went to sleep.
That's amazing.
And there's another one from someone. It's from Tahidullah Jalal. I started my last day by offering prayer at my uncle's house. Then I took a short nap to relax because I had traveled for 2 hours. After that, I went to another city and stayed at a relative's house. I had a cup of tea and lunch there. Later, I left to visit another relative and I went sightseeing. That's all, ma'am.
Great. Thank you. Thank you all for sharing this. I can see not only in these shared, but also all of you for yourself. I think you can notice some patterns that you have during the day, whether you spend time in a prayer or in a traffic or spending time with your family. But there are definitely some patterns that you are following. What is important here in this exercise that you have just done for you, you don't have to share that, but you need to notice here if your priorities are reflected in how you spend your time. So those things or those tasks or those schedules that you have, are those the priorities in your life that are reflected in how you spend your time in this exercise that we are doing now? So you just keep this in your mind as we move forward, and then we will see where it takes us. So the next slide says the big three priorities. So now I want you to think about your top three priorities for this week. So maybe you are studying for an exam, or you have to help at home or at your uncle's home, or as you said, you need to get enough rest because you had a very busy week or very busy month. Those are your priorities. It doesn't have to be always work, or it can also be having fun or spending time with your family. But when we know what truly matters to us, it becomes much easier to organize our time and our day around it. So you need to think about, in this exercise now, you need to think about your priorities to help you. One of the exercises to help you move forward with the balance of your life. Now let's get to some tools. Next slide, please. It says time blocking. Yes, it's a method. So time blocking is a method where you assign specific time slots for specific tasks that you have. So it says it's specific. So instead of saying I'll study today, you have to say to yourself from 3 to 4 I'll study biology, for example. This is something that is very simple tool, but it actually trains your brain to focus and also gives you permission to stop when the block is done. So you don't have to go on indefinitely. You will focus more if you know what time have you blocked for one task. So you need to be very specific when you are managing your time. Next slide, please. So in the example I will give you in the next slide, it shows how you can how it can look like your schedule. This is just an example. And Zomara, if you can share this, I've sent the Excel table. If you send this to all now in the chat, you don't have to do anything for now, but just have a link, have a document with you. So this is one of the examples how actually a student time schedule looks like, with the blocks that we have for the tasks that we have during the day. As you can see, there is time for studying, there is time for lunch, there is time for also for TikTok, that's in your free time, but it's important that you have a schedule and that you stick to it as much as you can. The point of this schedule is that you have a balance, that you have your priorities reflected in this time schedule, so that you can focus more. Next slide, please. I think it's another tool. Yes, it's another tool or technique called the Pomodoro technique, which can help you to study smarter. So this is one of the most recognized and most famous technique in focusing and in learning. So as you can see, it's something that breaks your time in time slots. So for example, you study 25 minutes and then you have a break for 5 minutes. And then you have, for example, 4 cycles of this study break, and then you have a longer break of, let's say, 20 minutes. This helps your brain to stay sharp. And to do this technique, because it's very famous, there are so many applications, most of them are free, that help you track actually this. So you set up the timer for the Pomodoro technique and it helps you track this thing. So why is it called Pomodoro? Pomodoro in Italian, it means the tomato. And if you know those, back in the time, the cooks in the kitchen have been using this, let's say, timer in the shape of Pomodoro, in the shape of tomato. It was very famous, and you can turn it around, and then it goes backwards and give you 25 minutes, counts down your time. So when psychologists and other experts in this field were thinking about what reminds them on this time thinking, it was this very, very old tool, let's say, that cooks used in kitchen, and it was named Pomodoro technique. So as I said, you can just search it up in Google. Yes, we can go to next slide. You can search the Pomodoro technique in Google, and then you will have more details about how to use it and where to download the applications and so on. Another technique is to set up the goals. So we call this SMART goals. As you can see, the first letters of this, they are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So what does it mean actually in practice? So instead you're saying, I will study more. You have to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So you will say, I have to revise, so specific, not just study, I have to revise 2 chapters, so you can measure, biology, 2 chapters of biology by 6 p.m. today. So let's say again, revise 2 chapters of biology by 6 p.m. today. So we have something that is specific. What I need to do specifically, I need to revise 2 chapters. Can I measure it? Yes, I can. Is it achievable? Yeah, it's not 22 chapters, it's 2 chapters, so it's achievable. Is it relevant? If I have the test in biology, it must be relevant. And it's time bound, so it has to be by 6 p.m. today, not indefinitely. And I don't have a deadline for this, but I really have a time goal and time bounded for this technique. And the next technique, next slide, please. It's the 3 R's of balance. What is called in this area is the rest, recharge, and reward. So balance isn't just about getting everything done. As I said, you need to balance everything to stay mentally and physically well. So also you need to, of course, when you have to work and study, you also need rest. You also need time to recharge with your hobbies or friends or family, and you need a reward system. So whatever makes you happy. So if it's a chocolate, if it's a coffee, if it's something that makes you happy, and it's a very small reward for your brain, your brain will learn that once you accomplish the goal or a task, finish the task, it will get a reward, so it will help you focus more. Next slide, please. So now we have also the boundaries that you have set up for the balance. You need to set clear limits. So, for example, you can say, I will not study during my meals. So you're giving giving time to your body to recharge, because you are eating and you are not studying, and you are not using your brain for this. You're recharging, and then you will focus more. Or you can say no phone during Pomodoro blocks. So for example, in this block, you can turn your phone on the do not disturb mode or focus mode or whatever it's called on your phone. Or even if that doesn't help, because nobody can reach you, but you can still use the phone for social media and so on. If it doesn't work, you can still leave your phone in another room. Let's say if you're using that cannot wait for 25 minutes. So that's the boundaries for the balance. Next slide, please. So also to help you to, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Yes. Digital tools that you can search for on, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So for the digital tools that can help you, you can use, as you can see, the Google Calendar. You can use Notion. There is an application called Todoist to track your time, as I said so many times, Pomodoro application. And many of them are completely free of charge. And some of them also, if they're paying, they have student-friendly versions. Next slide, please. Okay, so now in the Excel sheet that we've sent a bit earlier, let's say how you can create your ideal weekly routine. So open the Excel, please, and change the blocks that we have written there. You can change it to what you are doing, and let's say another 5 minutes for this, and then we are back. We are not going to share, but I want to make sure that you do this exercise so that you have a notion where your time blocks need to be, and so that you can start creating your ideal weekly routine. So 5 minutes from now. So to help you out, you can use, of course, all these that are already in there: study sessions, breaks, meals, sleep, fun time, social media, going to family, visiting friends. But let's make sure that you put it in there. one more minute and then we are back. Okay. So I hope you all had the time to think about your ideal weekly routine, to put some blocks in that include, for example, study sessions, meals, another breaks, and also sleep. Also, if you need, if some of you need nap time during the day, that also should enter into your routine so that you can have this balance, fun time, and everything else. I hope you can use this and plan your schedule. You can, of course, always change it when you see that your routine changes or that you have, for example, more tasks to do during 1 week. You can change for that week. You can change your schedule and then move back again to another week and use it as your creative space. Let's go to the next slide, please. So it's overcoming procrastination. This is my worst enemy, I must admit. So especially when I have less tasks to do, I am keen on procrastinating and saying always, oh, I have time, I will do this later. I still have time, I can still have an hour of fun, I can still have a half an hour on social media, then I will do this task. And then as time passes, I enter into panic, and then my brain gets gets less focused. And it becomes more difficult to do the simple task that I had one task, and then it becomes something that is stressful and gives me anxiety. So what really works with the for overcoming procrastination is the trick to trick your brain with the 2-minute rule that says, I'll just start this for 2 minutes. So you say to yourself, I have to start writing, I don't know, the essay for my next literature class, but I still have time, but let me just start for 2 minutes so I know what are my ideas. Let me write it down 2 minutes. And most times you will keep going. Most of the times, once you start, you will just keep going and it will stop your procrastination and you will be able to finish at least most of your task instead of just postponing it. Next slide, please. So it's your mindset. Mindset is everything. Your mindset really matters. You sometimes, even when you think you are behind, you're not. You are learning. You should never compare your pace to other people. Everybody has their own pace. Everybody has their own goals, have their own priorities, and the way they function. So your goal should be to progress and not to compare yourself with others, and of course, definitely not the perfection. And so you have to be in your mindset, you have to say that your goal is to progress, to move forward, and just to accomplish something, not to be perfect, but to accomplish your tasks. And then we move to next slide, please. Okay, so we are already going toward the end. So before we wrap up, Zumaira, can you please send the 2 bonus packages that we said that I have sent to you prior to this webinar? So in this bonus one, you will find some tools that can help you to plan your week and your time with more balance. You will find inside weekly planner template, weekly goal tracker, the Pomodoro session tracker, and weekly reflection journal in it. This is in a simple Word document that you can change, that you can write in, but sometimes it really helps that you write that you write down your accomplishments, your tasks, and or even to scratch the task when it's finished. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes that alone is a reward for your brain. The other one is a booklet that I wrote. It's called Overcoming Fatigue in Remote Work. I know it's that you are still not there, but we are all spending a lot of time online. So maybe you can, if you read it, it's very short. If you read it, maybe you can also find some techniques there that can help you. And next slide. Let's see if you have any questions for me. If you want to, if there is something in chat I wasn't able to see. And in general, any questions about this? If you need an advice or anything else, just feel free to unmute yourself and we can talk about it. Thank you. It was such a great thank you. So the goal here was to just give you some tools and some techniques that you can, of course, maybe even explore more on the internet to help you start how to balance your study or work life and your private life, fun, and everything else. So if you don't have any questions, or if you have questions but you want to put them in a chat, or you can even send it to Jumaira and our colleagues. I can also answer you in an email or in a chat later. No worries. But I thank you all so much for being part of this session. I wish you to stay focused and to stay balanced, and I want you always to remember that you are doing better than you think. There is one question. I feel like I have a lot of time and I get lazy and then it gets a pile on me. What to do in such a situation? Exactly. This is also part of the procrastinating, overcoming procrastination. You are not lazy, you are just not focused, and you need a goal. So I suggest that in these cases you write your goal, and to write also all the tasks that you have during that week or during the day, and then to start working on the ones that you feel like you can accomplish more easily, and then your brain will feel that you have, or that it has a reward, because when we accomplish a task, our hormones change and we feel like we had a piece of chocolate. If it doesn't work, take a piece of chocolate. It will help you feel more happy, and it will give you more energy, and or something else that you really like. And then again, try to stay focused, try to work on your schedule, try to do the to-do list for your day or for your week if you know already in advance. And once you start working, it will just get easier. Is there any other question? You're welcome. Okay. Okay, so thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of early afternoon, so sorry about that. I wish you all success, and I hope to see you in another